Alright guys, welcome to Camel's Creations. Of course it's a GTO project. Doing a wide body, rims, tires, all that stuff. Got a wide body test fitted. But today I'm installing these AlloyGator RIM protectors on the rim. So this actually has it. It kind of blends right in. I got the red color. Goes right with my wrap. So I'm gonna put that on here. Cause I always scratch over rims for some reason, like the first freaking week I get them, especially these being wider. And I don't even scratch it up driving. I scratch it up trying to park cute next to a curb and like be away from other cars and I get too close for me. But yeah, we're going to install these AlloyGator rim protectors. This is how they are. So they got different inch sizes. This one goes up to 19 inch. So I'm going to show you how to put these metal clips in here. You need these in order to grip to the wheel, and then we're going to install it to the tire or to the rim. Alright guys, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to start off with putting these clips in here. The rim protector actually has markings somewhere. So toward the end, you'll have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You put these in all the way up until your inch size. I'm 19 inch, so I'm using all of them. And you start out. These are supposed to grip your rim, keep it from sliding or moving if you were to hit something. So you have this now, and then you want to put this, the teeth part of it, here. Hopefully y'all can see this good. Slide that in first, kind of the angle. Like that. Then I usually kind of bend this out and then press it in. Those teeth that kind of bite through, and you'll see it coming through on the inside. If y'all can see that, you'll see these teeth coming through. But bend this down, press it in. I usually kind of flatten it out like this. Now to press it in some more. Now you can do this with the tire and wheel on the car, but I'm putting on new wheels and tires, so it's a lot easier to do it now on the ground. So once again, the shorter part goes in that shorter slot there. Put it in at an angle. Press it in, fold it back, and fold it back forward. And you'll see it's in there. You'll see it on both sides. So you want to deflate your tire first. I've already deflated it. You want to let all the air out the tire. That way the tire can press and separate from the rim. So let all your air out the tire. That way this can get in between there. The instructions say to spray the edge with soapy water, which I've done that, but I actually put a little bit of petroleum jelly, or if you got like bearing lube, or just I'll put a little bit of lube on here just to make it easier, because I have my rims wrapped, so I don't want to scratch my wrap and pull my wrap down. So I just want to make it as easy as possible to slide in. I don't use much. I just kind of go along here a little bit. Don't want much because it might mess up the seal on your air seal to your tire. But like I said, this isn't in the instructions. I probably wouldn't recommend this, but I just don't want to mess my wrap up, and it worked last time. Alright, so now, like I said, greasing isn't necessary. But now you want to do what the instructions say and use soapy water. I use like just, I don't know, a cup of water and then a squirt of dish detergent. Spray all along this edge here. You want to kind of fill up this valley with some soapy water. You're gonna go counterclockwise. You're gonna start with the edge here with the hole in it and with this tab, and go counterclockwise around. Start and get the valve stem. And I'm pressing this in by hand just because it's off. And then I'm gonna beat it in. But if it's on the car, as soon as you press the first part in, you can easily just beat it the rest of the way. So leave that edge out because you're gonna have to cut it to fit. I always give it one more spray just to make sure there's enough in there. And also I put a little bit of metallic clear red on the red. It's already red, but I put a little metallic so I want it to be a little glossy. So I noticed as I was beating it, it was knocking some of the paint off. So I want to basically spray it up just so the hammer can kind of not damage the paint I put on there so much. You get a soft mallet. I have a sand mallet. You can use a rubber one if you want, but get this and you're going to beat it in toward the center of the wheel counterclockwise, and then go back and go toward the outside of the wheel counterclockwise. So you want to kind of knock it in first and then knock it down in there, if that makes sense. Nice solid blows. Once I get to the edge, I go ahead and cut my excess off so I can hammer it all the way in. Got some garden shears. And you basically want to cut off and leave as little room as possible between the end. You're gonna put a cap on it, so it's gonna get covered, but you want to try to leave, you know, little room, or as little room as necessary. So I usually line it up and then just kind of cut it from here. When you knock this in, you want this to be in front, this ending the tail to be in front of the head, and this is going to grip along there. Didn't actually cut enough off. Now you want to go counterclockwise again, but beating toward the outside around. That's going to seat it down into the tire. Look around, make sure you don't see any gaps here. They're larger than any other spot around it. So right here is a little high up, I can feel it. Now you want to inflate 10 to 15 psi and do it over again. The thing about separate waters, you can also check for leaks. Make sure you have no bubbles, nothing leaking. You want to make sure it's a good seal between the rim protector and the tire. And after all the times you go back around, you can go hitting toward the outside of the wheel. Toward the inside is just initially to get it in, but seating it the whole way is all going to be toward the outside of the rim. Check for air leaks. Look around this crack here, make sure it's all even and against the rim. It'll feather up to the factory PSIs on the side of your door or your owner's manual, whatever air pressure you like to provide it. Check for air bubbles and leaks. Clean all your soap and water off. Let it dry a little bit, and we're gonna put that center cap on, or the cover rather. All right, so with this cap, this is the cap here. You see it has a that little punch in it. That's gonna go in that hole. So you put your super glue. You can put it under the cap if you want. That may be easier, or you can put it on here and put it a little bit in the middle where those two teeth bite it, and that's gonna seal it up. You hold your finger on there for about 30 seconds is what it says, but that's not long enough, so I'm gonna just lay the hammer on top. Let that set and it'll be done, guys.